Hi, this is Paul, and thanks for joining my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be trying to figure out what kind of lighting is the right lighting for a talking head desktop for doing YouTube videos. So join us. This is my first Vlogmas video, and today I'm on the topic of trying to set up my desk, and I'm going with the first item on the list that I think I need to get, which is lighting. So the goal I'm after is to try to get some reasonably priced lighting, because I don't know, necessarily how involved it's going to get. I always figure if I get something decent, and work from there. If I improve or do a lot more videos, then I can always upgrade. Can always resell. I'm a firm believer in being able to resell. Um, I'm an Apple user, so I find that when you invest in something, it's easy to sell it at a reasonable price later on. So lighting is one of the things I was looking at. I don't really have. I've got some decent lighting here, but it's just it's just ambient room lighting. I don't have anything on my face per se, other than the screen that I'm looking at. It's a good screen. It's pretty well lit, but it's causing this reflection in my eyes too. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do that. I've been watching a lot of videos out there on folks that have used different setups, and so I've been poking around. I found a few candidates that I think would be good. Um, the first one, I'm going to go into my cart here on. So the first one that I was looking at, and I'm debating whether or not I want to use desktop mounted versus freestanding. So um, these particular lights you get two to a kit. They're made by this company called Dasney. They're desk mounted. I think they only have two colors, but you can adjust them intensity level. Um, and they also have a remote control, which is pretty handy. So you're able to adjust it right on your desk instead of having to look at the back of them, because they also have the monitors on the back where you can see how many Ks of lumens they're putting out, and percentage, etc. They also have multiple channels so that you can manage the lights independently from each other if you want, or you can manage them together if you put them on the same channel. Um, so this one is actually pretty decent price, $194. This particular company, Dasney, has they are having a special on some of their lights. So it looks like you can save about 15% or $35, which isn't bad. $100 a light that have a remote control and also that have a remote control and have some built-in abilities, have the stand, etc. Because you can spend $25 on just a little battery-operated light, but it's not giving you much. So these are a little more professional. You can angle them, turn them, what have you, flip them around. So that's pretty cool. Most of the reviews that I read on these two lights are pretty good, and they have some pictures of how they would be installed. So I kind of like the idea of being able to clip them onto my desk. You can also just pull these off at those stands and put them on another stand, because the other option that I was looking at is these freestanding ones, and these come with like a carrying case. Everybody who writes about this carrying case is enamored with how rugged the carrying case is. So these are nice too. The thing is that if I'm doing a talking head type studio, then those might be a little harder to position around the desk, that sort of thing. But then you can move them around. The stands are also interchangeable, so you can go and get. Let me see if I have them. I didn't save them in my basket. I should have, but you won't see them here, I don't think. I think if you look at the previous ones we were looking at, there might be a stand option available. Yeah, so here's the bracket that you can clip onto the desk, and I don't see the stand. But the bracket independently for the desk is about $30, $33. So that's one option. You can buy the freestanding, and then you can go and buy the desktop clamps. You'll end up spending another, it looks like $60, because I think you only get one clamp for the $32. So depending on what you want to do with them, could definitely go with just getting them so that You can use them on your desk, and then when you decide to go roaming, you can opt into that later. And these are versatile enough to be able to take off the stand. The only other one that I was really considering was, I believe it's this one here, and it's a little cheaper. No, sorry, that's not the right one. Let's go back to the list here and see. It's significantly cheaper. Oh, I don't think I saved it, but there was another option that was less money, but no remote control. Same sort of controls though, but I don't want to be reaching behind the lights to have to try to adjust them. The remote control with the readout, I think, is more, and they were only about, I want to say, $30 less. So the remote control capability definitely makes a difference in terms of having something that's really flexible, and being able to just sit here and adjust it with the remote control is a good way to go. These are the desktop mount size ones. These are also were a possibility, but they're wired remote. You're running a wire regardless to power them, but then that wire is in line, so you'd have to reach across your desk. I want to do a desk setup ultimately and show you sort of what I end up with. Right now I'm still in the process of figuring out how I want to configure my desk and how I want to configure, this little mini studio. But the one thing about these that's cool is that they have color filters. So these could be an option because they're not a lot of money. If you wanted to do some color filtering behind you, because right now there's good lighting behind me right now because of the fact that the light that's shining on me is kind of overhead, but it's also behind me a little bit, so it's lighting up my background as well. But if you want to independently light them, which is what most of the folks who do a lot of this suggest, you could do that, and you could also put some color in there with this particular model. So as you can see, there's comes with 8 different filters, or 4 different filters per light. So that's cool too. So that's where I'm thinking. I'd like to figure out, and in fact, if you think you want to go on this journey with me and help figure out what sort of lighting you need for your desktop, that would be awesome. Put some notes down in the comment. If you want, feel free to just subscribe down below. That would be great too, and ring that bell if you want to follow along in my journey. I'm going to be doing lights. I'm going to be doing a microphone next. I think right now I kind of like this cam that I have. It's an older cam though, and it has one single microphone, and it actually has a little Zeiss lens on it, which is cool. But I'm probably going to be going for a camera at some point, and then a separate microphone. But we'll cover that in a different video. So that's where I'm at. This is my first Vlogmas video, so thank you to everybody for listening in, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much. So a little post-video update. So as you can see, I actually made a few mistakes there towards the end. Somehow I managed to get the QuickTime controls back up on the screen, which they're not supposed to be when you're doing this sort of thing. But we're learning as we go. So again, first Vlogmas video. Thanks to everybody for joining. Appreciate it. Big shout out to Doc and to Diana, who helped me get going with this. I need to obviously work this a little more, do a little more legwork in terms of planning out the videos, but it's a good start, right? Got to get out there, got to do it every day. So thanks again.